Today I want to show you where to meet men, and I want to share 37, yes, 37 places with you. And the first place is the coffee shop. You can have so many opportunities to meet men in the coffee shop. When you enjoy your coffee, you might see a handsome guy right next to you, or when you're waiting in line in the coffee shop, you might meet a guy. You just have to be open to it, and you have to be willing to have eye contact and to smile. And the second place is the bar. It's so easy to meet men at the bar. And yes, now you might be saying, yeah, Sebastian, but I don't want to have a drunk hookup. I want to meet the man of my dreams. Yep, but sometimes these things happen. I mean, I just think about this famous actress Reese Witherspoon. She actually met her husband in a bar while his friends were pushing him on her just to make fun of the fact that he's approaching an actress. And now they're still married and they have children. So you never know what happens. And the next place is the airport lounge. This is actually a great place to meet high quality men, successful men, especially when you meet guys in the business class lounge. Another great place is the park. You can meet men who are into reading books, who are into nature, or who are into sport, who are jogging, who are walking around. It's a great place to meet guys. And the next place is the single cruise. The singles cruise is one of those places that a lot of women don't want to commit to because they think, hey, if I sign up there, I will just meet some weird guys. But believe me, I heard so many amazing stories from women who met amazing guys on singles cruise. I have to be honest, I never tried it myself, but I know some women who did, and they all said it was a great experience. But the next venue is even better, and that's the salsa class. It's so easy to get closer to men when you're dancing with them. And when you're dancing salsa, it's just amazing. I love dancing salsa, and if you go to a class, it's easy to meet men who are successful, who are well off, who like to dance, who are looking for a partner. And the dance class is always good. It doesn't have to be salsa, but I love salsa. Maybe you like tango more, or kizomba, or whatever dance it might be. I just like salsa, so I thought I'd share this with you. And another great place to meet men is meetups. In case you don't know, there's a site called meetup.com where you can go to meetups that are free to join. And you might join a book club meetup, or you might join yoga meetup, or you might join a meditation meetup, or you might join an outdoor sports meetup. Whatever you're into, you can join this meetup, and then you can meet men who have the same interests and the same hobbies as you. And another great idea is to do volunteering. If you go somewhere and you volunteer, you can meet successful and altruistic men who have high levels of empathy. And these are the type of guys who are perfect boyfriend and husband material. And of course, you can also meet men at the local grocery store. You can, for example, look behind you when you're waiting in line, or you can go to a certain section where you want to find things and then ask him for his advice, ask him if he knows where this is, and then start a conversation. Another great place to meet men are language classes, especially when you're abroad and you don't know anyone and you start studying a new language, and then you can meet men in this class, and of course, you can also meet your language teacher. Or you can meet guys online on online dating sites. And in this situation, I would really be specifically looking for men who are successful, the type of guys that you want. For example, in Germany, we have this dating site that's called Elite Partner, which is basically for high-achieving men and high-achieving women, or women who want to date high-achieving men. And this is great if you choose the right dating site, because if you just choose any random dating site, you might not meet the man that you want to meet. And of course, you can also meet men on Tinder. Yes, I had to mention it because it's so popular. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. That's just hit and miss. But another great place to meet men are private parties. For example, when your friend invites you, go. You never know what happens. Just do it and see what happens. Or in a class. And that's a funny story I have to share with you. One of my Skype coaching clients, she wanted to meet a wealthy programmer, like a guy who makes a lot of money, who's a good guy, who's introverted, who doesn't cheat, who's loyal. That's the kind of guy she wanted to meet. And then she signed up for a class of computer programming, and she had no idea what that is and what to do. But she met a guy and they're still together. And you can meet men on blind dates. For example, if your friend wants to hook you up with a friend, why not give it a shot? You have nothing to lose. I mean, in the worst case, you waste 30 minutes with a guy you're not interested in. And in the best case, you meet an amazing guy who might become your boyfriend or husband. Just make sure that you don't mention the one word that makes him feel unworthy, rejected, and humiliated. Unfortunately, most women mention this word subconsciously on every date. If you want to avoid making this mistake, you can check out the link in the description. And you can meet men on public transportation. If you're single and you want to meet guys, sell your car. You can meet men on the bus, at the train station, at the train, in the subway. The possibilities are endless. And you can meet men at the gym, especially when you take courses at the gym. Then it's so easy to get into a conversation, to exchange numbers, and to meet up after the gym lesson. And you can meet men at the art gallery. For example, if you're into wealthy men who are interested in art, this is a perfect place to meet a guy. Or if you want to date a man who likes sports cars and who's into sports cars and who might even have one or who wants to buy one, then you can meet men at a car show. And of course, you can also meet men at sport events. I mean, no matter if you're into football, basketball, tennis, whatever it might be, you can meet guys there. Or you can go to a street festival and meet men there. And a street festival makes it so easy to get into a conversation, to have fun. It's already this flirtatious, fun, party-like atmosphere, and it's easy to get into contact. But what's even better than that are weddings. The romantic atmosphere, the good food, the dancing, and it's just the perfect place to meet guys. And wine tasting events. If you're into guys who drink wine. For example, I don't drink, so if you are looking for a guy like me who doesn't drink, it might not be the best idea. But if you're into wine, why not join a wine tasting party? And usually the guys who are into wine are the successful guys who have the money for expensive wines. And another great place to meet men are concerts. It's so easy to get closer in a concert when everybody's in party mode, everybody's dancing. You just have to lock eyes and then dance with him. Or you can meet guys at bookstores. And bookstores are a great place to meet educated men and to meet men who have the same interests in books as you. You just have to go to the book aisle where you're interested in. For example, you go to the finance section or you go to the spiritual section, depending on what you're looking for and depending on what kind of man you want. Or you can go to an instrument store. If you want men who have music as a hobby, who have music as an interest, and you like that, then you can meet guys there. Or if you want a funny guy, a guy who can make you laugh, then you can go to a comedy show. Because usually the guys who go to comedy shows, they are funny, they like to be entertained, and they are into comedy. Or you can meet guys in line. Where in line? Everywhere. No matter if you're going to a concert, to a movie, it doesn't matter. You just have to look around, hold eye contact, and see what happens. And you can meet men on vacation. Vacations are perfect to meet guys, especially if you're going to high-end resorts where successful men hang out, then you can meet successful men there. Or you sign up for a cooking class. You can meet so many guys in cooking classes and guys who like to cook for you. Or networking events, that's another great idea. If you want to meet professionally successful men, then you can go to networking events. That's actually a good idea, especially if you're also into this field. Then you can meet like-minded men who have the same career ambition as you and who want the same thing out of life and who understand you and who value you for being this driven woman that you are. Another great idea, very different than networking events, are pub crawls. If you're more into fun guys, into guys who like to have a great time, who are into drinking, then you can go to a pub crawl and meet a guy. Or if you're looking for a Christian husband, everybody wants something different, then you can go to the church. Churches are great places to meet potential husbands if you're a Christian woman and you want to meet a Christian guy who might end up being your husband. Or you can go to a yoga studio. Yoga studios are perfect to meet fit, healthy, and spiritual men. But you just have to be aware of the one guy who's always there and always creeping at the women. So in this case, you want to avoid that type of guy and focus on the spiritual man. And you can meet men at the beach. In this case, it's perfect because you already see what you get. You can already see if he has a dad bod or if he has the abs that you want. And the last point I want to mention, the last place where you can meet men, everywhere. You can use every place and every situation as an opportunity to meet men. You just have to look out for men. And once you found the right guy, you absolutely have to avoid the 3 biggest mistakes that 99% of women make with men. And if you want to find out more about these mistakes and how you can avoid them, then you can get free instant access to the report in which I show you how to avoid these mistakes. You can find the link in the description. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.